This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning team in this Microsoft Fabric Master Program. So in today's session, we will be talking about introduction to Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so we will learn problem statement, solution with Microsoft Fabric, what is IAAS, PAAS and SAAS component. Out of all this, Fabric belongs to which category? Microsoft Fabric as a SaaS component we will discuss. What is Microsoft Fabric? Microsoft Fabric architecture, Microsoft Fabric components, general terminology. Create a Microsoft Fabric account we will be discussing in today's session. Problem statement is, let's say, as a user, you are looking to buy a new laptop from HP brand, let's say, okay? So now you have these are the category of laptops that you can buy team, okay? HP Lightbook, which is designed for business users. HP Envy, it is suitable for multitasking and demanding software. So for gaming, okay? So you have a different category of laptops we have. Now user wants to buy a particular laptop. Now first thing is, so different ways to buy this HP laptop. If you see, the third step is user wants to buy a laptop. Second step you have seen there are different category of laptops we have. The third step is you have a different ways to buy this particular laptop. Okay. Now, what are the different ways, Tim? You can go to Reliance store, HP store, Flipkart store, Amazon store, or Amazon and Flipkart. Let's say you have direct online shopping you can do and you can buy it. Okay, you have a different ways to buy this HP laptops. Now, business is going to ask a few questions. First question is, which HP category is having the less sales? Which HP category of laptops is having the less sales is the first question. The second question is, which store is having less sales? Which store is having less sales? Okay. Next, which state is reported less sales compared to the last year? Next, which category laptop sales is declining year on year? Let's say some category of laptop sales are going down compared to 2013, 2014 it is down. Compared to 2014, 2015 it is going down. So we want to identify which are those. In terms of physical store presence, which retailer seems to have the widest reach across different states or cities? Meaning, you have a physical store, so a lot of people are coming to that particular physical store. So now I want to understand which physical store most of the people are visiting. So these people can be different places, okay, different states, different countries. So we want to identify that particular state or city. Next, sorry, that particular physical store, for which store more people are coming. They are from a different places, different cities, different countries, something like that. Which online retailer is commonly associated with providing fast shipping, reliable customer service for HP laptop purchasing? So we also wanted to understand. Hello, team. I request everybody to be in mute until unless we have a question. Which online retailer is commonly associated with providing fast shipping and reliable customer service for HP laptop purchase? Meaning, we are trying to understand. We are trying to understand who is providing a fast shipping. Meaning, let's say some users may have an urgent requirement. They want to get the laptop immediately in 1 or 2 days. That's why now they provided a something called Prime account, right? To deliver on next day or within same day. So that's how we want to understand which retailer, which online retailer is basically providing the fast shipping and whom customers are also believing. So on which online retailer customers are customers are having more reliability. So they are going to identify. So because HP company wants to identify who is doing the fast shipping, who is who customers are having some trust, right? On which online retailer customers are having a trust, because they want to give little cheaper compared to other people for that kind of retailer, so that it can do more sales. correct? Which online retailer is known for offering a wide selection of HP laptops? Let's say different category of laptops are selling by which online retailer we want to understand, along with various deals and discounts. What are the different deals and discounts that that particular online retailer is providing? We want to understand. So, in order to answer all these things, what we need to
We need the data.
Information. Data.
we need data. Which data?
Sales
Data
data.
is
It is
transaction data. Huh?
transactional data. Transactional data we need.
So
Operational data.
transaction or operation, that is basically sales data from each online retailer or physical store. We need a sales data we need. So once we receive that sales data, we can able to figure it out. All these questions can be answered for the business. Correct? Everybody is agree. Now let's think of this way. You have a Flipkart store, Amazon store, local HP companies providing the data in the Excel files, and you have a Reliance. They are storing their data in the Dataverse Power Apps. Okay. Now I see, in order to calculate the final, like in order to answer the business questions, we need only Flipkart data, or we need only Amazon data, or we need all the sales data from different online stores and physical stores. All the data. Good. So we need all the data. So we need to collect all the data from various places and keep it in the raw layer in the lake house, in oneLake. Okay. Or you can say data lake or whatever. Now, in order to do this, in order to bring all the data from various places and copy into the raw layer, what service we can able to use it?
ADF.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
ADF we use for any data ingestion.
we are using the Azure Data Factory to collect data from different sources and store it at a centralized repository or single place, to collect all the data from various sources and put it at a single place. We are going to use the Azure Data Factory, which is very, very popular for data collection. Now, once data is available in this raw folder, we can read the data into the Synapse or Databricks or Fabric. Now we have a, okay, so leave about Fabric because we are trying to achieve something here, right? So earlier we were using the Synapse or Databricks notebooks to read the raw data. We will clean it, we will load it into the refined layer. Refined is basically another folder. We will copy into refined folder. From refined folder, again we read data. We are going to create some dimensions and facts, and we will be copy the data into the created folder or gold folder, which is the last layer. From that last layer, we copy this data into the warehouse. Okay. So once we copy the data into data warehouse, from there Power BI will consume this particular data for creating the reports. Now once the refined data you have, this refined data can also be consumed by the machine learning service. Okay. Apart from this, for example, you have some real-time data. You will be using Azure Custo database to store the data for providing the product recommendation and fraud detection. Product recommendation means, for example, you searched for a particular product and you got some other work. You forgot to place a order. Now I want to recommend this product to you wherever you are logging in. Okay, whatever work you are doing. So that should be done in the real time. That should be done in real time, right? So product recommendations can be done in the real time. Fraud detection. What is fraud detection, team? Okay, what is fraud detection, team? Fraud detection means whenever what?
Within 30 minutes, if you have done multiple transactions.
Yeah, not 30 minutes. Continuously, every minute also we will collect data and we will process it for identifying the fraud detections. And product recommendation. Product recommendation means we are going to recommend the product to the person who searched that particular product. Fraud detection means we are going to identify the fraud transaction. For example, somebody is placing a continuously 10 orders and he is continued to go 11th order, 12th order and so on, then we'll consider it as a fraud. So we want to get confirmation from the customer. We will call to the customer and we will confirm it. So now if you see what are the different services that we are using to achieve the project. So, in order to answer our customer, hey, this is what answers for your questions. In order to do that, I am using all this processing using different services and all. Can you list down all the services that we have used? Maybe sometime.
Yeah. For data ingestion, we are using Azure Data Factory, and for data transformation, we are using Azure Synapse or Databricks, and for feature prediction, we are using machine learning, Azure machine learning service, and yeah, for reports, we are using the Power BI.
Hmm.
Uh, I missed this Azure Custo, sir.
Azure Kusto is basically for storing the real-time data. Kusto database is basically for storing the real-time data and processing the real-time data using the Kusto query language, KQL language. Okay. Now, if you see data factory is 1, Synapse or Databricks you consider a 2, data warehouse is a 3, machine learning is a 4, Power BI is a 5, Kusto database is a 6. 6 are the minimum resources or Azure services that we are using. But just to think of this Databricks notebook, if I want to schedule it, it is not possible to schedule from Databricks, so I'll be scheduling from Data Factory. Meaning, so direct connection we don't have, direct integration we don't have. So some key we need to take, we need to put that particular key in the key vault to access into Data Factory. Somehow you need to put some connection between all these services, right? Integration is not easy, meaning connecting one service with other service. There are 6 services. These 6 services connecting one service to other services not easy. Correct? That's where now we have a fabric. Fabric is a all-in-one service. Here itself within the fabric will have a data factory, data engineering, meaning Synapse or Databricks notebooks you can develop here. Data warehouse will have machine learning, data science can be developed within here. Kusto database, right? Synapse real-time data processing means Kusto database you can able to use to query the Kusto query language. Sorry, Kusto query language you can use to query the data on the Kusto database. Power BI for creating the reports. Okay, these are the 6 we discussed, but we forgot to discuss one more thing here. So what is this raw, refined, curated? This is a storage account. So we are also using a storage account. Data factory 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is coming now, right? So you see here also 7 will be there. Data factory, Databricks or Synapse notebooks, data warehouse, machine learning, Kusto database, Power BI for reporting. Storage is nothing but a oneLake. So that's why Microsoft Fabric is said to be a all-in-one service. See, in when you are studying BTech, right? So what we do, average or below average students, we all will go and buy the all-in-one book. We just carry a single all-in-one book for all the exams. So where we have all the subjects, instead of handling every subject individually, the all-in-one book means everything will be at a single place. So similarly, Microsoft Fabric is an all-in-one service to provide all the services using a single service called Fabric. Okay. Now, what is SaaS Foundation? Okay, so in order to understand that, you need to first understand cloud offerings. Cloud offerings are first IaaS. IaaS means infrastructure as a service. PAAS, platform as a service. SAAS, software as a service. What is meant by that, Tim? Anybody have any idea on IAAS, PAAS, SaaS?
Yeah,
If anybody have any idea, can you give me the what you know, Tim? Can you explain?
yeah. Infrastructure as a service means so Microsoft will provide the data center servers for our requirement. We can scale up and scale down as per our needs. And platform as a service means it will provide the uh, means tools. For example, you see Azure Data Factory or Databricks. These are the platforms using which you can build the applications. Platform as a service. Software as a service means something which already they will build some applications as per the user needs. They can just call the service. Uh, this is what
Very good. Remember, Tim, IaaS means virtual machines is the example. PaaS means data factory, Databricks, Synapse is a PaaS. SaaS means fabric. Okay, I'll give you in detail. So, when you are creating a virtual machine, you may need to choose the background hard disk size, hard disk type. Okay, next you need to look at the networking configurations, IP address. So, lot of things, very low level, you will be managing. Meaning, Microsoft Cloud manage the 10% of the things. You will manage 90% of the things. That is called a IaaS. As means think of a data factory or your data bricks or anything you consider team. What happens is there you create a compute. So you ask, I need a two computers. Just you will ask from front end, I need two computers. They will make them ready. You will develop some code or pipelines. You will run them on these two computers. But who will be managing these computers? Everything is a Microsoft. That's why here 60% will be managed by the Microsoft, 40% only you will be managing. Okay. When it comes to the SaaS, okay, so you don't even ask for, hey, I need these many computers. You don't ask. You will directly submit your code. Okay, you will directly submit your code. It will take care of how many computers, with how many computers the job has to run will be decided by the cloud provider. So that's why here 20% you need to manage, 80% will be managed by the cloud provider. Understood? Software as a service, IaaS, PaaS. Now it is a fabric is a SaaS means 80% will be managed by the Microsoft, only 20% you need to manage it. Clear all of you?
um, so
Yes, oneLake.
generally, yeah.
Hmm.
So means generally the solution which you discussed, right? For data ingestion, we are using Azure Data Factory, and for data transformation, we are using Synapse or Databricks, and and for data storage, we are using ADLS Gen 2 location. Like this, we are using. Um, so you are saying that Fabric in Fabric, it will provide all in one place. We need to
Yes,
just
correct. It will be
yeah,
easy
don't
integration. You see, you will come to
yeah.
know today itself. I'll show you one lab. You will come to know that. Okay. I'll explain to you one lab so that you will come to know that. Okay. Integration skills. Clear, Tim? Okay, let's move on. What is Microsoft Fabric? Microsoft Fabric is a unified data lake data analytics platform. Unified means something combined. What is unified? Let's see. So it is unified and released as a one product, one experience, one architecture, one business model. A unified data is stored in a one lake for entire organization. Okay, I want to tell you something here. Okay, same client. Let's say you are working for some financial domain. Same client wanted to like do some project here. He will be doing some project here. He is basically here the project all about he is calculating how much he is investing, how much he is getting. Okay, return of investment, how much he is investing, how much return he is getting. But here he is taking care of, so where he has to invest, so what is the best place to invest. So some analysis is happening here, here some other analysis are happening. So both are two different projects are running by the same client. Now this project they are using one data lake, this project they are using another data lake. Now their data stored here, some data belongs to the where to invest, where to invest is here. Okay, so what is the return of investment after investing, what is our return. Okay, now do you think same client some common data will be available in here and here? Is it possible or not? Common data
Yeah.
means, so like to which all companies they are investing, in which all companies they are investing, so that investment details available here, investment details will be available here. They want to understand where to invest more, where we are getting highest return. So same data will be available in two different storages. If same data we are storing in two different storages, that is called a duplicate data. Can I say that that is a duplicate data?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, this is a problem for the current customers. Customers are basically duplicating their data into different storages, that will basically increasing the cost. But what Fabric does is, you run how many projects you want to run. You run projects as a project 1, workspace 1. Project 2 is workspace 2. But underlying data, I'll keep it at a single place. This is called a one lake. Only one lake means single storage for everything. Now if you need some data, you access it. You need some data, access it. Okay, let's say you don't want, you have stored some data, this data you don't want to give access to this workspace, just to stop access, but store data here only. Don't duplicate data here. If same data used for two project, use it. If some data is required only for project 1, you give access to only project 1. So that's how we'll be storing entire data at a single place. Clear? Next.
Uh, yes.
A unified experience brings together all the tools data professionals needs, like pipelines for orchestrating data movement. What is the main use of the pipeline is, we create a pipelines to pull data from different places, store it at a single place. We'll have transformation jobs. Those transformation jobs also will run it through the pipeline. So this is a pipeline collecting data and storing here. Same pipeline can also call this transformation job to transform the data, and further transformation jobs also can be called from the pipeline. So that's why pipelines are used for orchestrating data movements, experiments for training machine learning models, etc. Unified governance. What is governance, Tim? You can put some certain rules. Okay, what type of data should be stored, how the data should be stored, what type of data should be stored. So you can put some data governance rules. Unified governance means it's the same rules for all the data that you're storing in a one lake. Same security, single like you can say unified security, unified governance, unified compliance is built in for all your data. With Copilot for Microsoft Fabric, AI helps everyone be more productive, whether it's writing SQL statement, building reports, or setting up automations based on triggers. All your data, all your teams, all in one place. Now, machine learning team. your data analyst, like let's say Power BI developers, data scientists, data engineers, no need to work in different places. Everybody can work in a Microsoft Fabric at a all teams all in one place. Now let's talk about Copilot, which is basically helping to achieve a more productivity. How come, Tim, it will help to achieve more productivity? Anybody can guess it?
Um, so for my understanding, we do integrations, right? For a data factory, we create linked services connections for storage account, for a key vault, for yeah, wherever we need to connect, we need to create storage account. Sorry, key linked service. So that thing we can avoid.
Can save time
Uh,
and
yeah.
it can give
So let me tell
very
you here. For example, you got a new task. The task is you to parse the JSON file, but you never worked on the JSON file, and you see the JSON data is very nested, very complex. So what you will do? It is very difficult for yourself to analyze and get a one particular flow or one particular solution, right? But if you put that in the copilot, it will tell you, hey, this is how you can achieve, that is how you can achieve. So you can try that out. It will be very quickly you can able to achieve that, correct? So let's say you want to join two tables. Now you know employee table and department table, you have both. You want to do some join and you want to filter. So it takes a lot of time for you to write the join conditions and writing filters and all. But you can ask Copilot, hey Copilot, can you join the employee table with the department table and give me where department ID equal to 30, which must be belongs to a purchasing department, and tell me how much total salaries that we are paying, how many active employees we have. So this is a question I asked Copilot. Understand, it generate a SQL statement for me. Okay, this SQL statement is basically for the joining. Clear, team? Clear, team? All of you clear on this?
Yes, sir.
All of you clear on this? Okay. So that's how we will be achieving more productivity. Next, Microsoft Fabric is an all-in-one analytics solution for enterprise that covers everything from data movement to data science, real-time analytics, business intelligence. It offers a comprehensive suite of services including data lake, data engineering, data integration, all in one place. Data lake, data engineering, data integration, everything we can able to achieve at a single place. With the Fabric, you don't need to piece together different services from multiple vendors like a data factory, synapse, Power BI, data warehouse. So something from different vendors or different services, you no need to integrate, right? Instead, you can enjoy a highly integrated, end-to-end, easy to use product that is designed to simplify your analytics needs. Meaning it is very easy for you to integrate and collect the data from the various sources and put it at a single place. This platform is built on top of foundational software as a service, meaning everything can be managed by the Microsoft. You need to just write the code and submit it. Okay. This is the Microsoft Fabric architecture. Let me tell you here how this is going to work. See, in the oneLake, you can create a warehouse, you can create a lake house, you can create a Kusto database, you can create a data set. But all these are basically pointing to the OneLake storage only. All these are pointing to the OneLake storage only. But front end, when you create a warehouse, okay, this warehouse means what, Tim? RDBMS system or not? Is it a RDBMS system or not?
Yes, it is audible.
Lakehouse is the RDBMS system or not?
No, it is not RDBMS.
Very good. Lakehouse is not
System.
RDBMS. It's like a data lake. Warehouse is our data warehouse or database you can think of. Okay. Now, but underlying data, Whatever you are storing in the warehouse, whatever data you are storing in lakehouse, Kusto database, data setup, all this data storing in where, Tim? Storing where?
Storing in oneLake.
Very good. So all this data is storing in a OneLake. Now you have a warehouse. So now normally tell me, not with respect to the fabric. Let's say I have a RDBMS system. So if I have a RDBMS system, can I update some data in the RDBMS system? Can I delete some data? Can I insert some new data? Is it possible to make those DML operations on the warehouse or not?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can do. It supports asset transactions. Yeah.
So here also remember this warehouse you can able to use to make any data updates. Whatever data that you have in OneLake, on top of that data you can able to make updates using the warehouse. But let's say if you are using a lakehouse you can able to use to only query the data. You can use the TSQL. Here you will have a SQL queries. You can also fire on the lakehouse, but you can only read the data. You can't make any updates. You can't make any inserts. You can't make any deletions using the SQL on the lakehouse. So I'm repeating the point, team. You can fire the SQL queries on the lakehouse and warehouse, but the SQL queries on the warehouse will allow you to make a insert, update, deletions. But queries on the lakehouse will not allow you to make any update, delete, or inserts. That's why whenever you are working with the warehouse, better to use a TSQL. Whenever you are working with the lakehouse, you can better to use a Spark for the data transformations. Clear? But still, you can access warehouse into the Spark. You can access lakehouse into the Spark. Similarly, you can access warehouse lakehouse data into the TSQL. Using TSQL, you can query the data which is there in warehouse and lakehouse. Similarly, Spark also you can use to query the data that you have in warehouse and lakehouse. Clear?
Sir,
Everybody
one question.
understood?
Yeah, one question.
Tell
Can
me.
we create a transactional database in the OneLake
Can we create a
database?
transactional database in OneLake?
Ah,
Transactional database only, right? Warehouse you are creating, right? So warehouse you can able to use for whatever purpose you want to use. It is not only for the OLAP, it can be
mhm.
also used for the OLTP.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more thing, sir. Can we use the Databricks service in this Fabric if I want to go?
Databricks you can use it, but that is not required because you have a Fabric notebooks directly. If you see, if you are migrating to Fabric, totally people will migrate, meaning pipelines, notebooks, everything they will use within the Fabric. If they are using the Databricks means they will use the Databricks in combination of Data Factory. Understood?
So here my basic question is that how Microsoft, what is the cost model? Okay, means if a customer is
Model,
coming to Fabric, right? Is it
cost
giving a
model
cost
is,
advantage?
no, hold on. We will discuss the cost model. So cost model that I'll discuss end of the training, like end of today's session, I have mentioned those things also. Okay, clear, Vinay? Now, Kusto database team. So here, whatever data that real-time data that you are getting, that also you can able to store it in the Kusto database. That also in OneLake. To query the data that you have in Kusto DB, you have to use a KQL, Kusto query language. So data set, analysis service will use, meaning Power BI will consume these data sets. Okay. Now, so on top of this, right, data warehouse means your warehouse you can able to create it, and data engineering subject, when it comes to data engineering you can create notebooks. Data factory means pipelines. Data science means machine learning. Real-time analytics means this KQL. Power BI means analysis service. Any doubts in this particular
Yeah.
architecture? Now tell me. Apart from the cost I'll tell you, because this basically give you capacity. Based on the capacity that you are choosing, cost will be decided. Okay, that
Okay.
capacity, what are the different capacities it will provide, that I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, any other question you
So
can?
here, yeah, about this Custo database, right? Uh, Custo database, how can I relate? Means it will handle a real time streaming. For example, in Databricks we have delta streaming and autoloader, right? Similar kind
Mhm.
of service this is.
Now, custode database is basically used for storing the real-time data, whatever is coming. So for that particular purpose, we will be using the custode database. So we will talk about all those things.
Mm.
So give me some
S-
time so that we will go about all of those things. Okay. Because
just a
today
second,
we
sir.
will,
Sorry, sir. Is this related to something like Event Hub, something like that?
event hubs. Yeah, you can think of, yes, event hubs. So there also you can think of events will be processed and it will store temporarily. And from the event hubs, we are going to basically pass this particular all the events until it is processed and store it in the downstream applications. We'll be using this event hubs, right? So similarly here this KQL also basically used for storing the. It is very similar to, you can think of what you can say is SQL only. Okay, KQL is very similar to SQL, but it is more of faster in terms of the data retrieval and making some updates for the real-time data. Okay,
Okay. Yeah, got it.
any other questions, Tim?
Sir, one thing, sir. We have ADLS, Gentoo, and Blob, right?
Hmm.
In Azure. So this Fabric is offering only one storage. Means we can and one storage only, right?
One storage only. Yes.
Okay.
See, remember all these things basically we will go deep dive, but as you are asking, I am explaining to you. This OneLake is not something new, or these databases are not something new. Everything is there, but only thing is, for example, OneLake. OneLake is a new date, like one data lake storage. Okay, so in that data lake, if you are creating one lake house, means one container will be created in the background. Understood? But that is all background. So now, if everybody is trying to understand, now you will confuse. But I will show you practically everything how it will be. OneLake is nothing but just remember it is a one more storage account, only one storage account, one data lake storage you can think of. Okay, next. Here lakehouse is a read-only database, no update or delete operations are allowed when compared to warehouse database, right? Yes, yes, that's what I am also telling, right? Yes, Praveen, your understanding is correct. Clear, team? Okay, now let's move on. So first we have a Azure Data Factory in Microsoft Fabric combines Power Query simplicity with Azure Scale and Power, offering over 200 native connectors for on-premise and cloud data sources. It enables seamless data movement and transformation at scale. Meaning Data Factory has a 200 plus inbuilt connectors that we can able to use to bring the data from 200 different source systems. Okay. Next, data engineering experience in Microsoft Fabric provides a Spark platform for, as I said, right, you can develop the notebooks for running. What are those notebooks? Spark notebooks for running the data transformation jobs. Data warehouse experience, it offers a industry leading SQL performance and scale. It is more of a like a data warehouse where we can able to use TSQL for doing the data transformations. Data science, it is more of the machine learning things. Real time analytics, it belongs to the processing or observational data for diverse sources like apps, IoT devices. It handles high volume semi-structured data with a shifting schema, making it ideal for fast growing data categories. So in this case, we are using the Kusto database. Power BI, the leading BI platform in the world, it ensures quick and intuitive access to all data in Fabric, enables better decision making with the data driven insights. So earlier, Microsoft Fabric divided all the services across these category, data factory, data engineering, but now they changed completely. In last 6 months, they changed completely, team. So that let me show you. Okay, so I'm logging into the Fabric account now. So I'll also help you to get the Fabric account, don't worry. Okay, this is called a Fabric team. Okay, if you look at this Fabric, this is my account, cloudpundit70 at the rate cloudpundit.com is the account. And whenever you create a free Fabric account, it will be available for 60 days. Okay. And within the 60 days, now I created this 27 days back. So 33 days left. Okay. Now, what I wanted to do, earlier it used to be, so I don't want to talk about earlier stuff, but just to show you. Microsoft Fabric homepage. See, earlier homepage looks like this. See, earlier homepage, this is the homepage. Yeah, this is perfect. You are able to see, right? Oh, sorry, this is some YouTube video also fine. So you can see here clearly, right? So this is the basically you are able to see, right? These are the options. Okay, different category wise. And when you click on this home page, you used to get like this Power BI, database, data factory, industry solution like this. You used to get. But now what is happening now? Now it is completely reorganized the things. Even if you click Fabric, you won't get all those things. Okay, now how they segregated these components is, if you go to home and click on new workspace, this is, let's say, my first workspace. Okay, my first workspace, click on apply. So when you create a my first workspace, where I can see my workspaces, you see under home, when you click, you came here. Now you click the new workspace, you created workspace. Not only from here, you can click on workspace to create a new workspace. It's a debt management, my first workspace. There are multiple workspaces I have. If you want to switch to other workspace, you can simply click on that. Okay, debt management. If I go to workspace, if I want to come back to my first workspace, I can click on that. That's how I can switch the workspaces. Next, if you go to oneLake, you can see what all things we have in the oneLake. These are the oneLake house we have in the oneLake as of now. Monitor tab you can able to use for monitoring the services. If you run any pipelines, any jobs, you can able to monitor it. Okay, but we don't have to worry about the monitoring, so now workloads, if you click on the workloads, it will tell you just wait. Here, if you want to add more workloads, meaning you want to integrate with some other things and all, you can able to integrate here. So still all workloads. So if you want to know data engineering documentation, data factory documentation, you can just go and see here in the workloads. But to make the thing simple for today, I'll go to workspace. I'll go to my first workspace. Okay, this is my first workspace. Okay. In this, today what we will do is, we will try to create a one lake house. Within that, see what I'll be doing for today lab is this. This is what I'll be doing. I'll create a one lake. Let's say I created two lakes. Okay, lake houses. You can call it as a lake houses. But this lake house, my lake houses will look like this. Okay, this you can call it as a source lake house. Okay, and this is going to be our sink lake house, correct? Sync means our target. Just a minute. So this is my source lakehouse, this is my sync lakehouse team. I'll just create these two lakehouses. Within my source lakehouse, I'll create a one folder. The folder name called as input. Folder name is called as the input. Okay. Now in sync lakehouse, I'll create a folder called output. What I'll create here? Output. Now I want to copy the data from input folder to output folder using the pipeline. Which pipeline? Fabric pipeline. Normally, if it is a data factory or SAAS pipelines, so you need to do a lot of things. But if it is a fabric pipeline, see, now tell me one thing. Lakehouse, this fabric pipeline, everything is available under a single service or not? All these things are available in a single service or not?
Yeah, single service. Yeah.
Single service. Single service means you don't have to create any linked services. Generally in ADF, you might heard about linked services to connect to input folder, linked service for to connect to the sync storage account in output folder. So then you need to create some data sets which points to the input folder, then sync data set for pointing to the output folder. You might heard about it. Whether you heard about it or not heard about it, remember you may need to create a connections. But for fabric pipeline, you don't require any connections. Directly fabric pipeline can connect to input folder, it can read the data, it can connect to the output folder to write the data. Directly it can be done. So let's see hands on. Today lab is simple lab. I'll explain to you. Source lakehouse I'll create. In that I'll create an input folder. I'll create a sync lakehouse, another storage. I'll create output folder. Then I'll create a fabric pipeline. Yes, external sources we may need to connect, but whatever services we have within the fabric, those things we don't require any connection. Outside things we may need to connect. Okay, remember that. Now I am going to the here. First thing, I'll make the things very clean to you. I'll take a 3 tabs here, duplicate tabs. 1, 2, 3. So these 3 tabs opened with my first workspace only. Within my first workspace, firstly click on new item. Here search for lakehouse. So there is a lakehouse for storing the data. Organize, query and store your ingested data in an easily retrievable format. Click on lakehouse. So this is my source lakehouse I'm creating. Created. So normally if it is Azure services, right, data lake and all, also you may need to wait for 1 or 2 minutes, but it is very quick. Within few seconds it will be created. Now what we discussed, we want to create an input folder here. What is this? Not shortcut. I click on this, click on new subfolder team. I want to create an input folder here. What is the folder name? Input. After inside input, I want to upload data. Click on this, click on upload, upload files, browse. I'll share some data sets with you today. Okay, comma separated. Maybe I'll be using credit, salary to monthly. So you can just put as many files as you want. Okay, you upload all the files into the input folder. Okay, everybody understood. I created a source lakehouse, created input folder. I uploaded a multiple CSV files here. Are we good? Source is clear. Now I want to create a sync lakehouse. Sync lakehouse is the last tab. Okay, just to show you, just to make sure you understand the things, I am just saying source is here, sync is last tab, pipeline is here, but it is not like that. Within a single tab you can do. But if I switching between different lakehouses, pipelines, you will confuse from where to where I am moving. To avoid that, I created a source lakehouse, created input folder, uploaded the data in the first tab. Last tab is I'll create one more lakehouse. How to create one more lakehouse? First click on new item, lakehouse. But this is a wrong way to explain, team. This is not the right lab to explain. Okay, because whether you created a source lakehouse, whether you created a sink lakehouse, doesn't matter. Underlying data already in one lake. So if your data is in one lake, copying data from source lake to sink lake means again you are copying from one lake to one lake only. This is not a right use case to take, but just to give you some clarity, knowledge, how to copy the data with the fabric pipelines and all. I am showing you this. I hope you understood. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Understood, team?
Yes.
Lake house. Click create. This is a sink lake house. Within the sink lake house, I want to click on files. I want to create a folder called output. Okay, we are good. I created a sink lakehouse output. Correct, team? I want to show you one second. Source folder with the input. See, source lakehouse with input folder. Files are uploaded. Last thing, sink lakehouse with output folder. Nothing is there. Now I want to copy data from here to here. How to copy is go to middle tab. Click on new item. So here I want to create a pipeline. Search with pipeline, data pipeline will be there. Get the data, ingest batch and real-time data into a single location within Fabric workspace. Click on data pipeline. So pipeline name I am keeping it as is pipeline 1. Within pipeline 1, within this pipeline 1, remember what we are doing is we are going to first use the copy activity. See, you have a different activities. You have a lot of activities that you can able to make use of to do the different tasks. But in order to copy the data, first option itself, copy, you have this activity I want to add to the pipeline. Click add to canvas. So as I want to copy, I want to use a copy task. What is your source? You no need to really connect because it will be shown up here itself. Directly can be accessed. You can access them directly. Source lakehouse. In source lakehouse, you have a table or file. You have currently files. Wildcard file path. I want to use a file name is star. Wildcard folder path is input is the path type. Correct? Input is the path. Correct? See, source lakehouse directly I selected here input folder and files I have taken. Come to destination. This is the sink lakehouse. Go to files here also. I want to copy them into output. That's it, team. Your pipeline is configured. Now you want to run this pipeline, go to home tab. So you have to save. Whenever you add some changes, you must have to save that. After saving, click on run. Click on run here. It will run the pipeline. Okay, so copy data one is completed. If you click on this output, you will know if files read is 4, files written is 4. If you just click on copy data 1, if you click on this, it will also tell you the details. See, from lakehouse, 4 files read. In lakehouse, it has written the 4 files. If you come to sink lakehouse now, if you click on output folder once again, refresh it, files are copied. At what time? 8:34. Files came on it. How simple it is. But data factory pipelines are not this much simple. So that's why this is also known as a citizen. Citizens also can able to learn. Citizen developers, professional developers can make use of the fabric. What is citizen developers? Professional developers is the people who are expertise in the technical. Citizen developers are nothing but people who does not have any technical knowledge. Those people also can implement the pipelines in the Fabric, because it is everything is managed by the Microsoft. It is very simple, highly integrated. You are not creating any connection. But if you see, I have a connection to data lake. See, data lake connection. If you click on this connection, as it is external connection, you need to establish. Okay, so tomorrow we will start looking at the how to connect to the data lake, blob, how to copy data from there to here. Okay, all those things we will discuss in tomorrow session.
Sir, just one question. Can we make, if any changes made in the input, will reflect in the output? Or
No, it will reflect until you run the pipeline. It will not reflect. You have to run the
okay,
pipeline. When new file comes, you have to run pipeline to make them available in the sync.
every time we have to run it.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any refresh, auto refresh will be
No, you
available?
can schedule the pipeline. See, it is not that you have to manually come and run. You can schedule it. We will discuss those things in the upcoming session.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So when for your question, right, capacity settings, if you see, we are currently in the free trial capacity. You asked, right, how the costing. So if
Yeah.
you see trial, right, so it is assigned with the trial capacity, 64 units. Okay. But if you go here, Azure pricing calculator, so it's with the, see, Microsoft Fabric you select in the, so in this Microsoft Fabric, so currently we are here, you can see where is the capacity to choose. Yeah, currently we got a F64 capacity. So per month 730 hours, what is the charges? Charges, if you see, $8,000. Monthly cost is $8,000. But they are giving for 2 months means $16,000 they are giving for us. Okay. Uh, average average per month, it is saying average per month, this is the your charges. 2 months we are getting this capacity, but in real time, based on this, the charges will be applied. You see, if you take a F2 two capacity units per month, it will be charging you $262. So from this, what you understood, it is costly, but everything can be done at a single place. Everything can be done at a single place. Anyhow, for Power BI, people are going to reserve this capacity, right? Because now all Power BI things are happening within the Fabric, right? Maybe you're not aware or aware, I'm not sure, but all Power BI people are having the Fabric capacity, because they're using this capacity to publish all the things in the Fabric only. Power BI is already using the Fabric only, all Power BI things. Okay, I think Vinay question is answered, Praveen question is answered. Any other questions we have?
Yeah, sir, one question. So
Yes,
you
yes, Praveen.
we,
We'll discuss how to create a Fabric account tomorrow. We don't have time today. What if we want to connect external sources? That also we'll discuss tomorrow, Satish. Because today's session is just some theory to make you understand the benefit of Fabric and to show you how to create services, how to log in. Tomorrow I'll show you how to create a Fabric account. If you want to get a Fabric account, what you have to do, we will discuss. Then we will see tomorrow onwards connecting to the external sources. We will start slowly. We will go and see how to connect to the on-premise sources as well. Okay, please continue to ask other questions now. Direct.
sir, we created a pipeline, right, sir? So from source to target, and if
Correct.
you run the pipeline tomorrow, so how the data will be transferred for the new file only be transferred, or the whole delete and
Ah,
copy
very
the
good. So as you are not handling such type of incremental loads and all, right?
Mhm.
Currently, what it does, it will take all the files. It will overwrite if some file is already existed.
Okay.
But if you want to handle incrementally, so there are different ways to handle it. We will see incremental loading, how to achieve it. Okay, we have
Okay.
that
Mhm.
session as part of our course.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It is called incremental file copy. How to do, we will discuss. Any other questions, Tim?
Sir, we are saying like one lake. One lake is nothing but a you are saying like there is no duplicate, right? Actually, in before in the data lake, there is a replicas like any disasters will happen. That concept
So
in
that
this one same
see,
or
hold on, hold
what?
on. That replica will be there always. Here also will be there. Okay. But what I discussed here somewhere, I think as part of this, right? The slides, I think I have explained to you. So same client when they have taken up a two projects, okay, so they will create a two different storage accounts. They will maintain same data here and here, but for this storage there will be replications. For this storage also replications will be there, but we are not talking about that level. We are talking about main storages itself. Same client dealing the data within a two different project for different use cases. For example, you are making some product, you are doing a some sales, okay. Sales means not only sales, right? There is a finance things also. You need to see how much I sold, whether whatever sales happened last month, all the amount I received or not, how much amount is pending. There is a financial project is going on here, sales project is happening here. But sales data you need it into the financial, correct? Meaning same data is stored in the two different storages, right? That is what I am asking you to avoid. Getting
Oh,
Devi?
yeah, yeah, okay, sir. Like we can say like environments also, sir. Like there is a dev environment, test environment. In
Yeah, in the fabric you will create a different see, in fabric you will have a single one lake, okay. You will have a single one lake team. So for fabric also you'll have a different environments. How to manage those environments I'll explain to you tomorrow, okay.
okay, sir. Thank
any,
you.
any other questions too? We are good. Okay, Tim. So I request all of you to share your mail IDs in the group so that I'll share today recording video, okay. Thank you all. Thank you. That's all for today, Tim.